Hey, it's Carla Clayton, the Wellness Lady. Welcome to Wellness Lady TV, where I help you create a healthier life, home, and business one small step at a time. So it's back to school time, right? I've noticed all my friends are getting their kids back in school or sending them off to college. And so I thought it would be a great time to talk about how to build a brain boosting breakfast or a brainy breakfast for not only your little ones, your college students, but for yourself as well. So I'm going to share with you some benefits of making a healthy, balanced breakfast, as well as I'm going to share how to create a healthy breakfast. And then at the end, I'm going to share with you my favorite time-saving, money-saving, healthy breakfast. So let's dive right into the topic. If you're watching the replay, would you type #replay in the comments below? And before you leave, make sure you like my page, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell notifications, turn those on so you don't miss any of this valuable content to help create your healthier life and home. So let's dig in. Why is breakfast so important and how does it affect the brain? So the first thing we know, research shows that by having a good balanced breakfast, that we can improve our focus. We can also improve moods. Moods are affected by the foods that we eat, and also it can go a long way to helping with weight control. So let's talk about that first thing, mood and focus. So when I was a teacher, I taught school for over 15 years, and I can tell you what you send your children to school with, what breakfast you send them off with will make a huge difference in their performance at school. It will also make a huge difference in how you perform at work or in your community service or taking care of your home, because food is our fuel. It gives us our energy, but it also is what creates that focus. So let's talk about the traditional, what most Americans have for breakfast. They usually start their day, one, skipping breakfast, so they don't have the fuel or the energy to get going, so they feel kind of sluggish and foggy. Or two, they rely on junk food breakfast. Things like Pop-Tarts, sugary cereals, donuts, pastries. Hey, David, these are your traditional American breakfast. And then we rely on stimulants like coffee or Coca-Cola to get us going. When in fact, when you eat a healthy breakfast full of nutrients that your body is craving and desiring, it will give you that fuel that you need. It will give you that energy. And we've proven that. People who have done our 7-day healthy cleanse of eating fruits and vegetables, that you get that clear thinking, you get that focus, you get that energy that you need from the plants. So let's talk about how to create a balanced, healthy breakfast. So the first thing I want to share with you is eggs. Eggs are a really good protein. Animal proteins are complete proteins, and that's why they're so popular. So here's a really good thing. You want to combine your protein with some complex carbohydrates to give you that good balance. So let's talk about, you could have a scrambled egg with a whole wheat toast and a glass of 100% orange juice. And I prefer not from concentrate, but fresh squeezed orange juice or those 100% orange juices you can get in the store. And that is going to give you, so you're getting some fruits, you're getting some complex carbohydrates with your whole wheat, whole grain toast, and you're getting that protein from the egg. Good balanced breakfast. Throw in a little bit of fresh fruit, like some berries, like some blueberries, and then you are rocking a breakfast. Now, if you don't want to cook, if you don't have time to cook, this is my favorite breakfast for children, is to have an English muffin, put some peanut butter on it, and a banana, and maybe a side of some berries. So let's talk about, I want to break this down. So you've got your protein from your peanut butter, you've got a fruit from your banana, and you've got your whole grains from your muffin. But let's talk about the quality of the products that you can choose from to buy. So you could buy something like this. These are very inexpensive, but when you look at labels, this is what I want to teach you, is when you look at labels, you always want to look not what's here. This is all advertising, this is marketing, it's very misleading. But when you look over here at the ingredients, you really can't hide too much behind the ingredients. So you're going to notice the very first thing here is enriched wheat flour. So here's what I got to say about that. If you were standing out there on the sidewalk and a guy comes up to you and he says, with a weapon, and he says, "Give me all your money," and you get out your wallet and you give him $100, and he says, "Okay, thank you, I'm going to give you $20 back." Do you feel enriched? Because that's what happens here. They take out all these wonderful nutrients in that whole grain and they put back some of them, and you're supposed to feel enriched about it. So let me give you a better option, a better choice. This is the one I prefer. It's a little more expensive. It's an Ezekiel muffin. But let me tell you, look at the ingredients here. So the very first ingredient is organic sprouted wheat. It's like the whole grain, and that's what we want. And then it's got filtered water, organic sprouted barley, sprouted millet. All of these are organic. Barley, millet, soybeans, spelt, sea salt, and a couple other little things in there. So you can see the quality. This is a much denser muffin. You're only going to need half a muffin to help you feel as full as a whole muffin here feels. So let's go talk about the peanut butter now. So this is one of my favorite brands. It's a relatively inexpensive for such a good wholesome one. That's Smucker's Natural Creamy or the Chunky. But when you look at the ingredients here, it's very simple. Peanuts. That's all that's in here. Peanuts. Now, look at your other brands. You're going to see palm oils and all kinds of other stuff we don't want in our food. The more natural we can have our foods, the healthier they're going to be for us.
Tastes good.
And it tastes good. I'm getting a recommendation over here that it tastes good. Yes. So, and then adding that fruit on there. Are you finding this helpful? If you're finding it helpful, give me some hearts, give me some likes. Let me know that you're really enjoying this content. Okay, so let's talk about a couple of other brainy breakfasts, and then I'm going to share with you my absolute favorite breakfast that is great for everybody in the family and is so simple and so easy to do. But let me go over a couple more good pairs you can do to combine your proteins, and then I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what to look for on the cereal label, okay? Because a healthy breakfast, you can get a whole grain cereal and have some milk and fresh fruit with that, and that is a really, really good option as well. So let's talk about those labels there. Here's what you want to look for. You want to look for, we call it the 363 rule. You want to look for at least 3 grams of protein, no more than 6 grams of sugar, and at least 3 grams of fiber. That's going to balance it out because this is going to balance your blood sugars. So every combo that I have shared with you is about balancing sugars. Remember at the beginning I said that it helps affect mood? Well, here's the thing. When you have a donut or a pastry or bread, just a regular white bread, cereal type, these types of breakfast, those turn into sugar really quick, and they boost your blood sugar, so you get that really fast energy surge, but then you crash. And that is why at 10 o'clock we have coffee breaks at work, because everyone's had their coffee and donuts and now they're crashing at 10. Now they have to get that artificial stimulant to get going again. And then at lunch, you have another artificial stimulant like a Coca-Cola or a tea or something that's loaded with caffeine, or energy drinks, heaven forbid. Please, we hope we're not drinking those. And then what we do is we crash again at 2. So if you eat these breakfast combos like I'm sharing with you, you're going to have a steady release of energy, and then you're going to steadily decline to when it's time for your lunch and for your dinner and your snacks in between. And we've talked about healthy snacks in other videos. So let's move on and just share with you that on that label, on that cereal, also look at the ingredients like I taught you how to look on the muffin. Same thing. Don't look at the front of the box, okay? If it says low fat, low sugar, beware, stay away, it's probably loaded with the opposite. So if it's low fat, it's high sugar. If it's low sugar, it's high fat. So it's all about making it taste good, and that's what they've got to do. So I want to tell you about 3 things to avoid on your labels when you're buying things. These are just, let's keep it simple, but let's keep some of this stuff out of our bodies because they tax our liver and our kidneys and our colons and our cells when we're having to deal with these ingredients. First of all, we want to stay away from high fructose corn syrup as much as possible, especially with the children. It's just not good for our blood sugars and our brains. So let's avoid high fructose corn syrup. Then let's avoid hydrogenated oils. They finally have admitted that these are not good for our hearts. A long time ago, they were telling us to eat margarine and all this kind of stuff, but the science has proven, the facts have proven, it actually made us unhealthy. So it's not natural. To me, it's like, eat natural. It just makes more sense. And then, staying along those lines, let's avoid artificial flavorings, colorings, and dyes as much as possible, especially for our children. If you're eating any foods marketed to children, they're loaded with these 3 ingredients. So I strongly encourage you to really start reading those labels. Now, I promised you I was going to share with you my absolute favorite breakfast, what I have every day. It is so simple. It is plant-based. It is 20 grams of protein. It has the balanced carbohydrates. It's got the right amount of fiber. It's loaded with digestive enzymes, probiotics, and it's all in an easy package. And that is my Life Shake. This right here is the healthiest breakfast on the planet, and it's so simple. You just add it to water and drink it as is, or you can add your favorite milk or milk alternatives, or my favorite is 100% orange juice. Oh my gosh, it tastes so good with orange juice. And you can add frozen fruits. You can add the greens booster. I love this to sneak those veggies in for the children and ourselves. Get an extra serving of green veggies in the morning. Can you believe it? I just think it's amazing. This Life Shake, let me just share with you a couple of things why I love it. When you talk about reading labels, it's 20 grams of protein with 6 grams of fiber, 23 vitamins and minerals, as well as it's non-GMO, it's gluten-free, it's vegan, it's dairy-free, it's got omega-3s, which are very important for brain health, as well as what it doesn't have in it. None of those ingredients I just told you. No artificial flavors, colorings, dyes, no hydrogenated oils, and no high fructose corn syrup. And it is so good for energy and helping you feel full and curbing your appetite. It is safe for children. It helps improve digestion. It helps with regularity. It also supports heart, brain, vision, bone, immune, and overall health. It's just so simple, and it is part of a 30-day challenge. We're encouraging people to take 30 days and change one thing, and see if it doesn't change your whole day, your whole life, your kids' performance in school, their grades going up, their behavior, they're getting their happy faces and not having to move their clips. It's amazing. I want you to try it. 30 days or your money back. if you don't feel amazing trying my favorite breakfast. Now, I've got one bonus thing I want to share with you that you can request from me. Just drop a little note in the messages if you would like this recipe. What if I were to tell you there was a way to make a healthy muffin, banana muffin, to send off with your kids or with you for when you're in a hurry running out the door, and that you could sneak some greens in? I have our green power muffins, banana muffin recipe that I would love to share with you. So just let me know if you'd like that. And thank you so very much for tuning in for Wellness Lady TV live, and also for those of you watching the replay. Please stop over to my website, wellnesslady.com. I have all my Wellness Lady TVs there. If you've missed any, I also have a YouTube channel you can check out. And I want to encourage you, if you found this video helpful, would you please just hit that share button right there and share it with your friends, with anybody you know that is sending kids back to school, so that we can really create a healthier and smarter America. Take care and have an amazing day.